Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yeah, here we go, back at it. Monday, day after the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. I just got to talk if you were up way too late, had too much to drink or too much to eat, and you're just,
Yeah.
trudging through the day.
You've got to be hurting.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
I'm so glad I didn't do that. I mean, I did watch it, but I've kind of been cleansing my soul.
Okay.
On food and drink. No alcohol, no crazy food.
Oh, it's unfun Virginia.
Unfun Virginia. All week long she'll be here.
Just so you can fuck it up for Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I plan to do so much damage. I need to do this work on the front end or I'll come back 200 pounds.
So in a sense, you're kind of in party training right now.
I am.
Yeah, a lot of people do need to train when they go to New Orleans.
There is a benefit, too. I mean, I bring my tolerance down a little bit. I quickly catch a buzz when I'm there.
Yeah, but you'll just power through and drink more, though. And
Of course.
Okay.
That really is when you know you might have a bit of a problem. Oh, I've been so good for a week.
I went a whole weekend without
Yeah,
drinking.
That's what I mean. That's the problem.
That's a lot.
Uh-huh. Well, talking about diets, I know a lot of people have been struggling with it. Here we are into February, and you're like going, I hate this. Got an email from Jason, said, I just turned 43 weeks ago, and the wife convinced me it was time to start dieting. So far, I've lost 15 pounds.
Okay.
Then you guys were talking last week about Super Bowl foods, and I realized that you only live once, and diets are for pansies.
Nice.
Oh.
I've been craving chicken wings like I used to crave sex prior to being married. Can you organize an impromptu chicken wing eating event? If I tell my wife that I'm going to a KVJ event, I'll get a pass on my diet.
We can make that work. I'm sure I can work something out with Bud's Chicken and Seafood.
Yeah.
Let's so be down.
It's a promotion. Party of two. It'll be just you and Jaybird at Bud's.
And is that so wrong? That'd be kind of a fun day.
Sounds amazing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting in the mood for some chicken wings.
Are you?
Chicken wing.
Are you more of a wing guy, or do you like the finger without the bone?
You've got the drumettes, is what you call them, and then the other ones, I think, are they the
Zingers.
actual...
I'm talking, do you like wings or zingers better?
He means boneless or bone in.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
zinger, that's what a zinger or a finger is.
I speak Jaybird.
What do you,
Okay,
No shit
thank you.
that. I made complete sense. I said zinger, I said boneless, and I said
Well,
finger.
look, you got lost in translation. Don't be so pissed at me. I'm just explaining it to Kevin. Nah.
Nah.
Well, he got it when I said it, so yeah. Yeah.
I do like the boneless. I remember I was on a big kick with the Chili's ones that they had, the boneless.
Yeah.
And that was great, but, I don't know, for some reason, like the drumettes I like. I'll eat the other ones, but they're kind of a little bit more annoying, because they didn't have, like, nimble teeth to get all the meat off them little smaller bones, so.
You got to get in them thirsty turtle wings. I think you would like those.
They're good, yeah. I was up that way again yesterday. I almost popped in there.
Panda brought those to me one time, and I was like, whoa.
Almost got them, yeah.
What about you? Are you more of a finger man, or are you more of a wing man?
It sounds weird. I don't like a tender. I don't like a
don't?
boneless. I like the bone. It gives you something to hold on to. I'm from Louisiana. We're
Yeah.
used to working for our meat. We got no problem working around bone, cartilage, all that
Yeah.
kind of. I like picking stuff. It's fun for me.
Yeah, not a big deal. Yeah, I get
Some
it.
people don't like a bone. Magnolia hates a bone.
I'm with Mags.
She won't eat it.
I'm with her on
She's
that.
like, ugh, no, you gotta pick it. I gotta pick it off the bone for her. I'm cutting it, and it's so tiny.
The
It's
bone-
like slipping out of my
There's something fun about the drumettes. Yeah, holding on to it and you're kind of working your way around it. Those I enjoy.
But
Me too.
the bone gets too real, though. You're like, oh, I hit a bone. It was a
You can't
leg.
think about the bone. You can't think that it was once a poor little guy's leg.
That's what the bone represents, though.
yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah, you don't want to ever think about it. When you're eating meat, don't think about it.
Or don't watch people prepare.
Can't do it.
Anytime I'm at a restaurant and I'm sat by the kitchen and I can see it, I try to look the other way because there's always going to be something gross you see go down in that kitchen. And it ruins it for you.
You know what really isn't fair either is, the cuter the animal. Like the other day, I went to a really nice little health place, and it's like you got to pick like your different kind of like your protein. And they had like chicken and some other stuff, and they had lamb on there. I'm like, ooh, lamb sounds delicious. But then I thought, and I pictured a lamb. I'm like, I couldn't do that.
Aww.
I had to stay away. I couldn't do lamb. And I'm like, it's not really fair. I mean, the chicken's like, oh, hey, what? Just because I'm less attractive? You got no problem taking me out?
Nope, you're a cow. You're fucked.
Yeah. I was just like, it really ultimately is like not cool, but I guess
It's
that's
weird.
the way it works.
It's weird the rules that we make.
Yeah. That's just the way it goes.
It is, and it's an internal thing. You know, a lot of people have decided to not eat meat because they feel bad.
For sure.
But then meat tastes so good. I mean, I feel bad too, but then I taste like some fried chicken. I'm like, I love fried chicken.
I got an email from somebody who they even if they have ants or if they have a roach, they will not kill the animals. They will try to get even ants out of their kitchen, out of their living room. They'll try to do it in a peaceful way without killing anything.
Good luck.
Oh
but
man,
yeah.
they said they had been doing it for 7 years now.
Wow.
I know.
That's quite an effort. There's a debate that's going on. You know, they're able to create meat now like in a lab, and it's going to be interesting to see just how our world is going to change here in the next 20, 40, 50 years when it comes to things like, you know, meat and some things to do with the environment.
Genetically modified lab meat? No
Yeah.
thanks.
Well,
That's where we're going.
That
But
sounds
they say you
dangerous.
can't taste-wise can't taste the difference, and you know they can genetically grow like chicken, whatever. And so the question is, if you're vegetarian, I guess it depends upon the reason why you're vegetarian. Does that count? Because it's not like a life was created for this. They just harvested the meat. They manufactured the meat basically. And
Yeah, if nothing's dying and
Right.
that's your stance,
Yeah.
then I think you could debate that. Now it all depends on how are they doing it. Are they at all
Yeah.
hurting the animal whatsoever?
no, it sounds like you just take the cells, and the cells then grow into the meat.
But then is there something in those cells where 5 years, 10 years down the line, they're like, oh my gosh, this is giving
A
everybody
disease,
like
yeah.
a funky disease that we
Maybe.
had no idea
Feather
to
disease.
anticipate. Yeah, and all of a sudden you start clucking. Just
But if you ruled that out and they knew that it was safe, that would be the thing. So you get past that trial period of, you know, no one's grown beaks or whatever. And
It'll also depend on when you're saying they have to get the genes or whatever out of the animal. When they do the testing to get that from the animal,
Yeah.
how are those animals being treated?
Yeah,
And
'cause
that will be part of the process too.
if the
for-
cell even initially ever came from an animal that was harmed, you would think that
Exactly.
the answer would be no.
But I mean, taking a cell with a needle is a lot better than lights out, chicken.
Yeah.
for sure.
So that might be the next debate, and you might see some people that are right now vegetarians who'd be like, well, I could eat some genetically modified meat.
I just don't want to be in the first batch of people that eats the genetically modified meat. Let them eat it for like 10 years and then come tell me how it's going.
I'll try it. I don't give a shit.
All right, there's your test subject.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see. I think that's going to be the big debate. How long before they can make it safe, or can they ever make it truly
You
safe?
might look good with the beak.
I will say, and people are going to get on me for this shit, some of the Gardein stuff does taste like chicken. And they've gotten really, really good at making it taste pretty fucking close to chicken.
The veggie burger at BurgerFi,
Delicious.
I love.
I like it better than the regular burger.
Thank you. I get it now. And normal, I used to be a cheeseburger girl. Now I get the veggie burger because I just like the taste of it better.
It tastes really, really good.
It's yummy.
Okay. Got this email from Dav on some Netflix recommendations. Watch a couple shows that I'd like to recommend. Godless, newly released Western that has some recognizable actors. 7-part miniseries that has a solid storyline and good characters. I've read that there might be a small chance of a second series. Good show that doesn't require long-term commitment. Yeah, a buddy of mine's watching Godless on Netflix and recommended it.
The one I'm getting, and it was kind of out of the blue. The last week, so many people have been saying we got to check out Westworld on HBO. That it's amazing.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, I wouldn't say that I absolutely loved it. I wouldn't give it a huge ringing endorsement, but I enjoyed it. I watched all of it, and yeah, I had a little run for me.
I heard from a lot of people, meeting Denny's and Jen.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Well, your main squeeze, Cav, watched it. He's like, it's good.
Me and Kev, we're not always on point with our programming, though. He's
Yeah.
a little bit more impatient than I am. He can skip a season and, it was boring. People told me it was boring. I'm going to skip it. Fuck that season. Let me go to season 3. I can't do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would check it out. I mean, see what you feel of that. I think they're going to be very soon coming out with another season. It's been, I think, over a year since the last one ended. So, next one should be on deck pretty quick. Also, Black Mirror. Heard Jaybird say he watches this.
So good. I don't know if you would like it, Virginia. I think if you gave it a shot, you might. It's really like a modern day Twilight Zone, really mixed in with technology.
I don't know if that's my bag.
No, I don't think
Social
so.
media, stuff like that. That kind of technology is what I mean.
Here's some of the stuff. Recommend episodes: Season 1, Episode 3, Memory Implants. Season 3, Episode 1, Wedding Invitation, Social Media.
So that's my favorite one. That is so good.
Season 4, Episode 5, Killer Robot Dogs.
Are they all different? Or do
Everyone's different.
they don't bleed into each other?
Nope, that's why I like it.
Season 4, Episode 4, Futuristic Dating. So, yeah, you could go in, just pluck those episodes out?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've done.
Characters don't
That's kinda
go
cool.
from.
It's a different. It's like the Twilight Zone, where every episode is its own little story. And now the one thing I will say, if you're like Kevin and you want like that 45-minute, every single episode is different. So you'll watch one that's 45 minutes. I was watching one. I'm like, this is really really long, and I hit pause. It was an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It
All right.
is. Yep,
I'll
But it
check that
tells
out.
you how long it is.
it does.
And also Manhunt, show about the Unabomber. The actor from Avatar plays Ted Kaczynski. Watched when it was released on TV and just saw it available on Netflix. Shows how authorities were able to eventually capture him. Mexican Queen, she just watched this, seemed to like it.
He was a smart one, wasn't he, Kaczynski?
He was real smart. Yeah, he was a guy who was kind of like a little bit of, he's like a social outcast that, basically just society hadn't treated him right and he didn't like society. And so he kind of like was, but he was incredibly smart. Yeah. So there you go. A couple things to check out. I checked out the Coach Snoop a little bit. Watched maybe like it's an 8-episode first series, like 4 episodes of it, something like that. And it's good. It's what you would think. It's Snoop Dogg's football league, what he does for kids in South Central Los Angeles.
I figured you would like it more.
Yeah, I thought maybe I'd be a little bit more into it. I mean, it was okay. It was good. It just kind of like showed that, and he does do some nice things for these kids and trying to get these kids away from gangs and stuff like that. And it shows him one point he pays for one of his players' mom's rent for 6 months. And so, he does a lot of cool things. But they swear a ton. Like, it's just, in fact, that's one of the things. They're playing a game against somebody, and Snoop walks in, like, late. Like, the team goes in because he don't want to stand around gawking and stuff like that. People come up, ask for autographs. So he comes in right as they're starting the game, and then, he does a couple photos and stuff like that, but then tries to get out, like, kind of like right after. And so,
Gotcha.
As he's there kind of like coaching, they're sitting there just swearing up a storm, and the refs are like going, look, this is like a kid's football game. You can't sit here and talk like this. And they're going, motherfucker, this is just how we fucking speak. And he's like, flag, and so.
That's got it. He knows what he's doing. He knows it's great. That's great TV.
Yeah, so he's got another guy that, had kind of like been in the rap game back, when he was in the 90s, that is kind of like the guy that coaches a lot. But yeah, that's the one thing, one of the players' mom's like, well, you need to be talking to 13-year-old boys like that.
We got tight D. D's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
That's funny.
Yeah.
I kind of want to check it out now.
yeah, it was decent. It wasn't like gripping, like there wasn't like the drama that just kind of kept you back, but it was interesting to watch. I might finish it. We'll see. I'm talking about Grizzly Man, that dude that got mauled by the bear. Alyssa said, just to let you know, he was out documenting the bears every year. But the year he got killed, he convinced his long-term girlfriend to finally come with him, which she'd never done before. And he stayed too long into mating season, got too cute, and he normally didn't do that. And one of the bears that he had been okay with now is aggressive, and that's the one that attacked him.
Or the girl was bad luck.
Did the girl get killed too?
I don't know.
Oh, she did?
I don't know. She might have. I have to look into that.
Is this a scripted thing on Netflix? No,
No,
this is a real
I
thing.
think it's
documentary,
real.
yeah.
It's some real shit.
Yeah, his videos are nuts, and he was very odd. But,
Show respect.
I take back my jokes.
Man got eaten by a bear.
And
That is crazy though. If the bear's got the girlfriend too, and it was her first time.
yeah, she's probably like, how long are we going to be out here? Oh, this is when it gets really good. Raw, yeah.
Would you rather face off with a bear in the woods or a shark in the water?
I think shark in the water.
I'd take
I
bear.
think bear in the woods because I'm not as good in the water as I could be on my feet.
That's exactly it.
I feel like I could
but they're
run.
fast.
I know they're fast, but I'm a much
Faster
better
than you.
runner than I am swimmer.
See, I feel like with the bear, we're both on our own home turf. We're both walking on land. When I'm playing with the sharks, man, that's in their arena. That's in their dome.
Depends upon how determined they are. I'm hoping that if they come up and I punch him on the nose, then he's going to leave me alone.
These are relentless animals, and they both come after you a lot.
Well, the only way we can figure this one out is sudden death.
You guys won't.
It might be it. Well, the only thing with the bear that I like about that is your odds of playing dead, and they sniff you and they think that you're dead and they leave you alone.
Yeah, and I would try to
That'd be the
trick
only-
the bear, throw something over there, like, oh, like a diversion, if you will.
Like honey.
I mean, yeah, honey.
It'd be great if, yeah, just so I'm to have a pot of honey
Oh,
on you.
looky here. And you pull out like a sous vide thing
No.
of honey. And it's in the shape of a bear.
I'd try to throw it, it would leak onto me. Oh, fucking arm, honey arm.
Now you've just covered yourself in sauce.
Yeah, because I
You've
mean,
dipped
That was just
yourself.
delicious.
a honey arm is amazing for bears.
Yeah, somebody texted in and said, yeah, they both died.
They did.
Damn. That's
Guess so.
well, I guess we don't have to watch that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was scripted.
That was her first time going.
Guess so.
What's this other bear
what
thing
Alyssa
that's is there another bear thing or a bear theme thing that's scripted that's on Netflix?
Bear Grylls? He's not really a bear.
No, I'm
He's
not
a
talking-
man.
I'm not talking about that.
Somebody did send in that video you're looking at that has the guy just chilling there and the bear comes up, sits next to him, then walks off. There is like some kind of like bear preserve, and I guess the bears are kind of pretty chill, so you can go out there and just kind of hang, and that's
Oh,
yeah.
they're chill bears.
So they said this is probably like where it happens. Yeah, these
They
bears
give the
are,
bears Xanax every morning.
Yeah.
Well,
And
how
they're-
the fuck do you know
It's Xanax honey.
How do you know if a bear's chilled out or not? What if he's having a bad day? He's like, fuck this shit.
Well, you know, as he's eating your face, you're like, this is not a chill bear.
not chill at all.
This bear's unchill.
Did the bears tell you that they're chilled? No, shit that.
Yeah. Somebody saying apparently there's a place you can go with chill bears.
I don't know. I'm still not going.
Okay, let me go swim with those relaxed sharks.
Yeah, they just left the spa. They're cool.
Chill bears.
Chill bears. Somebody sent in an email and they said, hey, heard your discussion about the effects of hashtag #MeToo in Tallahassee and some other businesses. They're saying, now that they're trying to kind of like change some things up, making sure that, hey, let's not put ourselves into situations if you're in an office or a room, just male, female, keep the door open kind of thing. And some people comment said, it's this way with teachers now too. Like they very much like you can't close the door. You don't have those kind of like closed door meetings, and it's becoming tricky, especially if you need to like reprimand or you want to have a one-on-one kind of with an employee, especially if you're a supervisor. That it's tough because okay, how do we do something on the record? I guess maybe it'd be a camera. You have to have a camera present, and maybe you could have that. You would log it. That'd be the only thing I
You'd
could
have to
think
video the whole meeting.
of. Yeah, and that might be it. It might be, because now anymore you can do videos and almost have like an endless cloud of, material. So it's like if there's ever any accusations, you can pull up the exact date, the room, the camera, and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that's a way of getting around always having to have, other employees in there as a witness to make sure nothing goes down.
And I totally see, like you were talking about, the medical field, the education field. I can see that happening, being practical. In other jobs, I just don't see it. It would cost so much money to have every job out there, have to have a camera in every room. It just, it's not
Cameras
practical.
are relatively inexpensive, though.
But you have to run it. There's a whole
Well,
thing.
you just would have a regular dome cam that would always be recording, and if there was ever any like comments about
Dome cam.
yeah,
Even
with
even with it
If
being
it captures that, it's going to be a lawsuit.
even with that though, you're still gonna find companies that can't afford stuff like that.
yeah, well then it might be an issue. Somebody who sent an email said I work for a finance company and it's not allowed to have male/female meetings or business trips anymore. If there is an interview, you must get another female to sit in with you or a female interviewer. The company right now is struggling hiring women now because of all the accommodations that they have to make to hire them now. It's becoming, kind of an issue. And that's what some people are saying, that's you don't want this to be a punishment ultimately
Right.
for women, where it's like it's such a great movement and needs to happen. It's necessary that there shouldn't be adverse effects.
You're trying to protect
because of it.
women,
Yeah.
but because it's so much more expensive to protect them, you're like, oh, well, let's just hire this guy instead. Then we don't have to worry about it.
And it also just says that anytime if a guy's in a room alone with a girl, that automatically something bad's going to happen, and not everyone's going to think that way. That's a dangerous way of thinking. That every time a guy and a girl are alone, something horrible is going to happen.
Yeah,
But that's
but
not true.
I don't know if anybody ever expects that time to happen, though. So I mean, how do you ever know
But
when it is going to happen?
You don't know. But if it's something where you can't be in here because you're a guy. I'm sorry. We gotta make sure that there's more supervision in here. That's going to make things weird.
They just started that room in here. You have to leave.
I mean, Okay.
Okay.
I just don't see it being practical.
It's not. It's going to be tricky, but I mean, what do you do? What's the alternative?
Yeah.
If people are suing these companies, the companies have to try to protect themselves.
Yeah. It's something they got to try to figure out how they can do it in a way that's affordable. The companies can afford to do it, and would make sure that if you do have someone coming in saying, "Oh, they did this," and the other person saying, "I absolutely did not," that you'd be able to prove it. And that's ultimately what you need to do if there is ever that kind of accusation, that you can get a way of telling for sure.
And when people sue, they want to go after who has the money. Who has the money? The corporation. So if you protect the corporation, then you have to sue the individual, and maybe there wouldn't be as many lawsuits.
Yeah,
Because the individuals don't have deep pockets like the corporations.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I think that's just it. That's the first thing they'll go after, is saying you didn't have a safe work environment.
Right.
And that would be the argument.
So if they create one, then you don't have that argument.
But you're gonna find that people aren't gonna follow the rules. It's like anything in life. There's gonna be rules that are put into place.
Of course, but I mean, the companies are just trying to do whatever they can to protect themselves.
That's why I would look into, seeing how expensive the camera system would be, and whatever you could do, probably put that in. Cameras would be a lot cheaper than a lawsuit.
But it would just be weird if all of a sudden you're a guy in a room and a woman walks in, and then you have to go, "Oh, hold on, let me go. I'll be right back. Let me go get another person to." You don't think that's going to slow down
I'd
productivity?
be like, while you're gone, can you give me a soda?
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah.
We received one email that said that it's already slowed. Like they're implementing it now in their practice, and it's slowing down everything.
I believe it.
The
It's going to slow it down, absolutely.
So probably cameras is the best option, having that, and just to be safe. And then also, too, just, trying to look for that type of situation where it could be, and the business trips might be part of it, Imagine if you did actually send a woman on a business trip with some guy who's, a pervy individual, and he's going to look at the first opportunity he can to try to take advantage of somebody, So they'll probably be doing a little bit of difference on that, on how they pair stuff up and send people on business trips as well. I got a fun little game here from intern Thumbelina. It is two different lists. It's adult star or rock star.
Oh.
Yeah, so are the people that I'm going to name here, is this somebody who's like a hair band, or is this somebody that's like a porn star? What about Blue Kennedy? What would you say? Is that adult star or rock star? Blue Kennedy.
Rock star.
porn star.
One of you obviously is correct. It is porn star. Jaybird.
Porn.
Yeah. There you go. Got porn as first one.
This might not be smart of me to try to beat you in porn.
I don't know names or anything like that.
What about Stoya? Adult star or porn star?
Rock star.
That's rock star.
Oh, okay. That is a porn star.
Really?
Stoya.
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 Yeah, it's a porn star. What about Brittany Fox?
That's a singer.
I'm
Brittany
going to
Fox.
go. Show me porn.
Show you porn? It's a singer. Brittany Fox. They did an awful song back in the 80s called Girls School.
She got that porn out Fox box.
Okay, what about Lillian Axe?
Singer.
Porn.
It is singer. Yeah, it's a hair metal band, apparently. What about Winter Rose?
I mean, that's got to be porn.
Gotta be porn. No. I'd say rock star. And Skin Diamond.
I mean, if it's not a porn star.
It's got to be porn.
Gotta be porn. Yeah, absolutely. There you go.
Skin Diamond.
Skin Diamond.
Sexy.
That is. Got an email from Sam. Say, hey, is it too early to begin planning for St. Patrick's Day? My husband and I, we live in Bradenton, and we spent last St. Patrick's Day with you all. Kevin and the Queen gave us a ride to the last bar, and Denny's let my husband take a hit off his vape pen. He still has a hard time remembering the whole evening. He still says to this day that he felt like he was in a circle with Cheech and Chong. I specifically remember my husband looking very high and acting incredibly goofy. I asked Denny's what he gave him, and his response in Denny's voice, It's like 70% THC, bruh. It was amazing.
70%.
Where was this at?
This is our pub crawl for St. Patrick's Day last year.
Oh, that thing was a disaster.
What a fucking mess that was.
Is
Oh
that
my
the one I think we ended up at Double D's. Yeah, we were in Lake Worth.
Lippy over here almost tried to fight a listener.
I
Oh, that's
apologize.
right. Yeah.
I assessed the situation wrong. After hearing her side of it, she was right. She was asking me if I was going to get on the bull. I thought she said, "Are you going to get on the pole?" And I'm like, "I'm not getting on the pole."
I mean,
okay.
the woman could not have been sweeter, Kev.
She was very sweet. I'm an
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah, we're currently working on a couple different places to see if it works out. One of the places, in fact, somebody sent me an email, said, "Oh, I saw Kev Friday night at Matthews Brewing." Yeah, I popped in there. And
That's your new cut, isn't it?
yeah, I gone in there, and I think it's a cool little place right there in Lake Worth. I've been on a Lake Worth kick lately, and then I went to the CWS again, went there, and had some good appetizers.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm kind of digging the Lake Worth scene. So I did that. So yeah, come up, say hey. A couple listeners were there and said hello. But yeah, they got good beer, and it's a good little setup. He plunked some money down on that whole area, and he's got live music there.
All right, well, we have to go support then.
Yeah, it's good. So we'll try to see if we can get some stuff. But yeah, I'm doing my due diligence, going around to a couple bars, scouting them out, trying to look for a little St. Patty's Day pub crawl.
I like it.
So we're trying to get some stuff going. Corey from Loxahatchee sent an email. He said, "Been a long-time KVJ Nationer and a lifelong fisherman. I fished numerous charity tournaments throughout South Florida, and I couldn't think of a more deserving charity than Little Smiles. Why not do a KVJ Little Smiles fishing tournament?"
Yes. Well, it's funny you should ask that because Little Smiles is going to be teaming up with the fun folks at St. Clair's. They've been doing a fishing tournament for years. And so we have picked a date. It is going to be Saturday, April 28th. It is the Little Smiles first ever fishing tournament. And it's going to be awesome. You can find out more details if you want to sign up. I think the captain's meeting is on Friday and the tournament is on Saturday. So the 27th and 28th of April.
Oh, very cool.
Go to littlesmiles.org.
That's awesome.
And sign up your fishing crew today.
Well, then there you go. Very nice.
I'm one of the worst fishermen on the planet.
I could see that.
They used to call me rigs because all I would do is rig the whole time and not fish. I was always tinkering with shit because I'd get something stuck on a rock. Trying to just put a hook on, fuck, that's so hard.
It's a lot, yeah. I got my buddies fishing, and I would just drink or whatever and just watch them fish. I was like, I had no interest.
Would you try to put the string in the hole? My hand, I get the shakes. It takes so long for me to put it in the hole.
Performance anxiety.
Yeah. I got a tough time taking it to the hole.
Got a text somebody sent in and said the problem with getting the cameras you're talking about is, as you can see what they're doing, but not what they're saying. If you have audio, then you have to have everybody's permission to record their voices. That's going to get real expensive. Yeah, it might have to be video only. I don't know.
Well, you can't just do video only because you need the audio.
Yeah, so it is a problem that starting to cause some issues in some businesses. So who knows what you do? Maybe just
work from home.
Yeah.
Work from home sounding real nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Guess that's one way to do it. Let me see here. Got an email. Said, my fiance has these two friends that I have issues with, but she calls both of them best friends. The first one is female, who does everything she can to try to ruin our friendship.
Oh.
The other is a guy who my fiance does everything he asks without blinking an eye. Yet a lot of times when I ask her to do something, she immediately asks questions. Also, he's in love with her. I don't get it, and I don't want to cause issues between us, but at the same time, I don't want to hear about them, and I'd ideally love for her to stop talking or hanging out with them. But when am I a fiance or a parent?
This is a mess because if your fiance
Yeah.
is putting other people ahead of you,
Yeah.
and it happens a lot, and
Yeah.
it's a girl and a guy, and you know the guy has feelings for her.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a mess.
Yeah.
This relationship with your fiance is not going to last
No.
until she figures out that she's got to put you first
Yep.
and your feelings first and make you a priority. Some chicks can't do that. Some guys
Mm-hmm.
can't do that either. Like, You need to tell her it's me first or no me.
That's it. I mean, I flipped the script. I think about the queen. If there were a girl that were in my life and she had the hots for me and loved me and I was putting her before.
Fuck that. Never going to happen.
Well, first of all, they'd find that girl dead in a canal.
Yeah. But she's right. I
With
mean,
no evidence, though.
Don't
No
tolerate
evidence.
it.
You know what she uses? An ice bullet.
There's a lot of things in relationships, honestly, that you shouldn't tolerate, and that's one of them. Respect is a big thing, and if that's the case, and they're like, I can't do it, they'd be going, you know what, you're just not the right person for me. Don't settle. That's settling.
Don't
So
settle.
Get out of that relationship.
Unless she can switch it around and change how she treats you. You can't be with this girl forever because you're always going to be upset.
I'm curious to know the age on that email, too. It sounds like a younger email. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
I shouldn't be such an ageist prick, but
Send us a follow-up and tell us how old is everybody involved. Maybe y'all need to pump the brakes a little bit because
sounds like,
fiance comes first.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound young.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I would...
This sounds young or old and dumb? No, I'm just kidding.
Or do we sound old and dumb?
That I know I do sound that.
Let me see here. We've got... an email from Anonymous that says, in 2016, my husband and I went through IVF. Successfully had a baby in 2017. Before we had done the timed intercourse, but after we found out we were pregnant, I was ready to get frisky. We had sex once before the baby arrived, and since the baby arrived in June of 2017, we've only had sex 4 times. My body bounced back really well after having the baby. I'm actually 15 pounds lighter than I was when I got pregnant. So I'm looking good, feeling good. My husband compliments me, says that I look, good, but not sexy or hot or anything like that, but never acts upon my sexy time advances.
Uh-oh.
I have an amazing relationship otherwise. He's an amazing husband and father. We laugh, we have fun. He carries his weight and all that, but we aren't having sex. Any advice on what to do?
For him, it might be an age thing. You know, he might be going through that change where hormonally his testicles just aren't telling him to go out there and stick it.
The other thing I would say, maybe try some new stuff. Try the old sexy text. Maybe take it up to a different level to try to get him a little boner.
Have you asked him? I mean, that might be the next move. It sounds like you try, but he's not biting. So maybe just ask him, hey, you know, I noticed we've only had sex 4 times since the baby's been born. I would like to do it more. What's the problem? And just say, look, let's get some honesty going. Because 90% of things are fixable.
I'm wondering, too, if that's their first child. And I'm wondering if he is overwhelmed as a newborn father.
Yeah, possibly. There's probably a lot going on, but
Probably, yeah.
I can see that
Absolutely.
If it's a first kid and you're freaked out and you're always anxious about your kid, as you probably should be, I can see that not giving you a case of the hornies.
But you don't want to let your kid ruin your marriage.
No, it might be maybe a temporary thing. I think when things settle.
You got to talk to him, and you just got to tell him how you feel. Mm-hmm. And if he won't talk to you and he won't say it to you, maybe get into some kind of therapy. Maybe he'll say it to a therapist.
True. And I think, too, that more and more people are using sex therapists. Like, you can get them, and they can help out, you know? And so maybe that might be the best thing to do, and they can figure out how to get your motor running again.
Especially if you're 15 pounds lighter and you feel good and you want to get it down.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Foreplay.
Don't stop until you find a solution, because 90% of your problems are going to be fixable.
Absolutely. Yeah, so stick with it.
And try something new.
Unless he's just grossed out by you and hates you. Mm-hmm. That's not fixable.
I don't think we should end on that one. That's a terrible note to end
I
on.
think you'll be fine.
Yeah, all right. You'll be fine.
90% are fixable.
All righty. Well, that is going to do it for us. Thank you for locking in here for a Monday. We're back tomorrow. See you then.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.